Hi guys, Shelly here. Today, look at all those tomatoes. We are going to be canning tomatoes, but I wanted to show you how I make my tomato sauce. It's really simple. I was going to say quick and easy, but it's really not quick because you do have to cook the sauce down. But it is really easy, so stick around and I'll show you how I do it. So first I wanted to show you the tools that I'm going to be using. This is a tomato knife. This one, it's by Wüsthof, German tomato knife. It has these serrated edges, and you might not think a knife is that important, but this makes cutting tomatoes so much easier. So my tomato knife, I've got my Blendtec blender and our tomatoes. So I've got the cabinet open so that we can get to the compost bin. And all I'm going to do is just cut the core, see, out of the tomato. Throw that in the compost bin. And then anything like this, we don't particularly want that in our sauce. And these tomatoes have already been washed. Okay, so I'm just going to quarter it. You can put it in there whole. It just takes up a little less room. You can get more in there whenever you quarter them. So again, just core it. And you see I left part of the core in that, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. There we go. And the chickens will get all the little pieces that go in the compost bucket, and they'll be happy. They'll appreciate that. So I'm going to go ahead and do all of these. You can take this off. You don't have to. It's not a big deal. It's up to you. Now these tomatoes, I pulled off the vine just a little bit early because we were supposed to get 3 inches of rain, and they were already starting to ripen, and I did not want them to split like this one. See that? See, this tomato is still usable. I'm just going to cut that split. Basically, I'm peeling the tomato right there. I'm just going to take all that off. There's a little spot that needs to go. Take that core. And you might think, well, there's not much left, but I'm really not into wasting a whole lot. I would rather use what I can and then give the chickens whatever I can't. Things like this one, see this around the top? So I'm just going to kind of do the same thing. Just kind of cut that off. So any part that you don't want in your sauce, just go ahead and cut it out. Not a big deal. I'm going to cut this off the bottom. That's the blossom part. All right, so I won't make you watch me do all of these, but I will go ahead and get these finished up, and then I will show you the next step. Our blender is full now, and I really want to let these other tomatoes sit just a few more days. They need to ripen just a little bit more. So to the blender, I'm going to add some chopped garlic, and we like garlic, so I'm going to put about a tablespoon in there. I've got a whole onion. I'm just going to press it in so that there's room for everything to go in here. I just went out and got some fresh basil. So that's going to go in. While I was out there, I didn't see the dog out with the chickens, so I kind of snuck up so she wouldn't hear me. See what she was up to, and she was laying down inside the chicken coop where we just built the small door. so that she couldn't get in. Well, she can still fit in. And we were wondering yesterday because we only got one egg. So we wondered if she had snuck in there. And I guess she has. So she's eating our eggs again. So we're going to have to make the chicken entrance even smaller now. All right, now I'm going to add some fresh oregano. So once I get this going, I'm going to go... the cats are chasing each other. I'm going to go put another board across there and see if we can keep her out so that she's not eating all of our eggs. That's really frustrating. All right. So again, we've got the tomatoes, we've got onions, garlic, oregano, and fresh basil. Now we're going to put the lid on and take it over and process it. This is what it looks like after we process it. And I thought I'd press the record button on my phone to show y'all me doing it, but I didn't press it, so you get the picture anyway. You know what a blender does. So this is a batch that I did day before yesterday, and you can see it started up here and I cooked it down about 2 inches. So I'm just going to add our new tomatoes to this. And I'm going to let this cook down. Let me grab a spoon. Sorry about that. All right, I have this on a medium heat, and once this gets up to temperature, that again is the cat going crazy. Once it gets up to temperature and starts kind of a slow boil, I will turn it down to medium low, but I will let this cook for probably an hour or two. The cats just ran back down the stairs. Once I get it cooked down as much as I want it, and it's just a personal preference, so you can do whatever you want with it, then I'm going to go ahead and can it. Now, see, this does have seeds in it because I didn't run it through a sieve or anything like that. So if you have a problem, if you have diverticulitis or a problem with tomato seeds, this is not the process for you. But we don't have a problem with it. And so it's just quick and easy for me to do it this way. And if I have extra things in the garden, if I have zucchini or squash or maybe some peppers, I'll go ahead and throw those into the blender as well and just cook it all together. And we kind of have a veggie tomato sauce. But again, this is a quick, easy method to process your tomatoes.